Well, it's been quite the morning. Or should I say quite the day. It's 3:34 right now. Yeah, I left to pick this up around 8:30 this morning. And yeah, there was a problem with the radiator hose. I guess the one of the tubes that come out of the top of the radiator, it's plastic, you know, which is not a terrible deal. It just means it's weaker than it being metal. But yeah, I had a crack in it, and then yeah, while I was looking it over, you know, I was just remembering something after picking it up from the shop. I would love to name the shop and encourage people to stay away from there, you know, like somebody normally would, but it's not my business to do that, so I won't do that. But and I don't know for sure either if they did this or not. There was just nothing like it until it was there, and then it came back. You know, I mean, at first they said, not at first, but they said the drain plug was broken. And then when I was reading the notes on the receipt, they said the drain plug is broken, but still works fine. Well, it's broken because they broke it. I will say that, because I do know that for a fact. Likely anyway. I doubt vibrations and oscillation from me driving it could break the drain plug. But it was broken after I was the last one to put it on, and then it was them. They were the next folks to put that on. The door here doesn't open from the outside, so I have to climb in through here. But yeah, so yeah, I might need to move those straps here in the front. Everything is up kind of all over the place right now because I had to get everything moved for the most part, you know, into the cab, just in case anyone decided they were going to get some free stuff off the truck, because I had to pull over onto the side of the road and stop. Well, I didn't stop the truck stopped itself. Yeah, I lost gallons of coolant through that leak. It just started spraying out, and yeah, when that happened, I guess the truck, something computerized in there must have detected it, and it shut itself off. So yeah, luckily I was on the side of the road when it shut off, but I don't want this to, some of that's probably going to fly out of there inevitably. It's all chunks, it's all pieces of fluff. Okay, well, anyway, yeah, so I was on the side of the road and the truck stops. Yeah, take a peek at the radiator hose on the top. I'll probably show a picture of it. Yeah, it was just spraying out, and I'd squish the hose, it would squirt out. I was thinking, you know, maybe it's a bad radiator hose, and couldn't really. Well, it's a lot harder to do this when I can't stick my head out the door. But we'll go with that. Yeah, so I had to, you know, figure that, what the heck that was all about. Took the hose off. That's what I noticed. Nice 1.5 2 inch long crack in the tube. So it's no wonder it was leaking. Well, somebody after the fact put a little metal band in there in the hose, or in the tube, And I'm guessing that's where they, you know, put the hose clamp on, and I can only assume, right? They just cranked it on there with a tool, with a power tool. And that's what caused the crack, you know, because it's not natural and it's not normal for it to crack like that. Unless it was, you know, put on there too tight. The hose clamp specifically is what I'm talking about. So at least I was able to, luckily I was able to get it right. I mean, it was in a bad signal area too. You know, right next to the military base over here, the zone that they operate in a little bit. Between Rainier and Lacey. No signal there. But luckily big area for me to pull over and for the truck to shut off. So, but luckily, you know, I'm grateful now it's all running thanks to my friend John at Wilson Auto Repair. By the way, if you're in the area, and I mean, if you're even near here, you know, Yelm, Rainier, Roy, shoot, even Shelton. I mean, no matter how far away you are, really, I would say, John's your guy. You know, if you need, he's an old school repair guy, is how I like to, I mean, that's not how I describe him in general, because I don't have a general description for him, but if I were to come up with something right now to say what he's like, as far as his repair, you know, auto repair work ethic, he's an old school repair guy. So he does what he knows works, but he's also willing, you know, to try new things that people have learned. And I only know that because I've helped him out with a couple things, given him some suggestions that I know that have worked for me. Yeah, John's your guy. You need anything done with your car, anything, and I mean anything, he's your guy. As a matter of fact, I'm hoping, because it's not really primarily up to me, it's up to my boss. The next time we need a repair done on this thing, I'm hoping we just take it straight to John. Because, yeah, he knows, not only does he know his stuff, but he's a bit like my dad, in the sense that my dad, when we were doing general contracting, my dad always wanted to kind of be like an overbuilder, where, you know, there was no question about something lasting, you know, longer, like as long as the life of the house, or I mean, at a bare minimum, you know, the length of time that people were planning on living there, right? We wanted it to last. That's what we wanted anyway. I mean, the customer couldn't always facilitate, you know, the cost of, like, say, maybe the quality of materials to make sure that would happen. But I mean, that's how my dad was. That's how John is. He's, you know, he wants to make sure it's a one and done. Or if you tell him you know, you just want him to button it up and you want a little cheaper band-aid, he'd probably do that too, and advise against it. You know, I mean, some things you can guarantee, some things you can't, right? When it comes to repair work, I totally understand that. But anyway, yeah, John's your guy. If you need a repair on your car, if you need a new engine, John can do that too. If you need something welded, you know, so you get into an accident, you know, and your frame is, I'm talking here, so I'm getting a little distracted, but, you know, say your frame is busted, you know, John can get that all sorted out. Shoot, well, we were just talking about today, you want to make a flatbed, you know, for your F-150 or your Ranger. John's your guy. So don't, there's always going to be a sourpuss, and there are some, you know, who just don't like John. They don't like him as a person. I mean, it's not real, obviously, it's phony, but, because I've known John for a long time, and, I mean, no matter what people say about him, none of it makes any sense to me. And I've known him longer. Yeah, John's your guy. He's one of the last, I would say, one of the few people you could count on if you had, which hopefully you never have to count on somebody, but if you had to count on someone, that would be John, if you know him. Like I broke down and he already showed up to my truck before. He just asked me what I needed, and he stopped what he was doing. He's doing practically a whole brand new engine for this. I think it's an Econoline or a newer Chevy. I forget which one it is, but he's practically doing a brand new engine in it, and he was underneath it when I just texted him, what was going on with me, just chatting, hey, I'm broke down, radiator, whatever, and yeah, as you can see, it's a big mess in here because I had to throw all my tools and stuff into the cab. But anyway, yeah, he just showed up. He was here before. He was at the. Yeah, he got to. Shoot, I need more practice doing this while I'm talking. Yeah, he showed up to my truck before I got there, and he was happy to be there, happy to help. He's like, I can solder that thing, maybe we can solder the plastic, or we can put a pipe over it, put a pipe in it, whatever. Well, we did both. We put a pipe in there with some high heat epoxy resin that I had, and we put an exhaust pipe on the outside. He just had a piece of exhaust laying around. It was a good fit, cut some slits in it. Anyway, I don't need to go through the whole process, but it's so far no leaks. And then he pressure washed part of my truck after the fact, to clean it up because there was a bunch of coolant, spilled everywhere, and that was from me taking the hose off. I took the hose off, and all the coolant went everywhere and stuff, and he brought out his pressure washer and sprayed it off for me. He just does stuff like that. Even the repair that we did on my Ford Ranger, we did some new shocks in the rear and a new fuel pump, new fuel sending unit, and he pressure washed off that. We had my bed off. He knocked some dents out of my bed. I didn't ask him to do that. He just started doing it. But that's just the way that John operates. He's not gonna do something, by the way, and then ask you to pay for these extra services that he decided to add on himself. That's just not how John operates. If anything, he's hoping people. He didn't say this, but I'm betting he's hoping people will go to him, knowing that he's not going to treat him that way, because so many mechanics do treat people that way, like they did with us, where we went. They did a bunch of diagnostic work that my boss didn't ask for, and then they wanted $7,400, on top of the $3,300 or something for the actuator being replaced. It didn't make any sense to do that. And then they were like, you shouldn't run your truck more than 30 minutes away. And here I am, I'm driving it. Like I did some stuff myself. I took some parts off and cleaned them, which was what the mechanic there suggested, actually. And the truck's been running perfect, aside from that radiator thing, which, yeah, it's a real mystery who actually caused the crack. Yeah, anyway, yeah, Wilson Auto Repair. If you need anything, look up Wilson Auto Repair. He even does, I don't know if he'll do a full body paint work, but I know he's done paint work. He's done welding. He could do exhaust. He can do engine, anything to do with your engine, he could probably do it. He's got the tools to do it. He's got the know-how, and he's got a good enough source for parts to source parts. And he's not booked up 3 months out. He's got openings. Anyway, I'll go ahead and post a phone number and address for it in my description. I'll ask for his permission, of course, but I'm sure he'll appreciate it either way. And if you guys are in the area, you know, look him up. Don't mind a sourpuss in the reviews, because there's always going to be one, and you have no idea if he's done any work for that guy or not. Because I say guy because there is a sourpuss on there. I'm saying he's a sourpuss because of a little tiny disagreement that doesn't make any sense, because it's been 5 years now since. So, and he's doing all kinds of things to try and prevent people from going to John's place. So, and really, if you fall for that, and I told John this too, if you fall for that and you avoid his place because of that, that's not the kind of customer he wants probably on his property anyway. So, but if you're not going to fall for that, then yeah, look him up if you need some repair work done on your vehicle, even if it's a big diesel engine. He does all kinds of engine types, manual, automatic. I don't know if there's anything he can't do. And if he can't do it, he'll just tell you can't do it, and he'll suggest someone else. Anyway, I'm gonna go pick up my next one. I gotta call this place. Don't know what this car looks like. Keys are in the ignition. Hopefully it's towable. Good? Tight in there. Looks good. I can get it. I wonder if it drives. Oh, maybe not. It is a little tight. Let's see here. I'm gonna get camera. What's that?
Making you guys record everything now?
No. No, this is for my YouTube channel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I figured there wasn't a whole lot of people. Oh, I gotta move that. There wasn't a whole lot of us, you know, doing that for YouTube. At least not here in Washington.
Yeah.
Like, there's a guy in a few different places. Oregon, there's one in Michigan, and Texas, a couple. Can't wait to get all this mess cleaned up. Huge mess in here. At least I remember where I put some of my stuff like this. Yeah.
People should be here. That's fine.
Thank you. This probably would have been easier to do while this was up. I think that's the right way. Yeah, it feels like it. Yeah. It'll help me get right on there. Make sure the camera's on. I don't see a battery light, but I think it's broken in the battery light. Unless it's been dying on me now. Shoot. Yeah, that bites. It died. So, probably needs to be replaced, really. So, okay, well, let's see what I can do without my camera. I'll just have to get out and check it. I mean, I'm not worried about hitting that car because it's already screwed up, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if that's it. And make sure to remember to get my pictures. And no, that's not it. Well, since this doesn't work right now, which is too bad. But make sure get my photos in. It said keys were in the ignition. The keys are there. The car is in neutral. Okay. Well, it doesn't need to be in neutral. I mean, especially considering, I mean, is it just stuck in neutral? I don't need it in neutral. Huh. It's a front-wheel drive car, so, and it's not like it's gonna roll a whole lot on that front wheel. Let me see if it, oh good, in park. So, go back some more. See if that'll do it. That's close enough. My angle is probably going to be off. Yeah. It's another reason why I love the camera. I get my angle right. My angle is a little off, so I'm thinking back. Yeah, my angle's gonna be way off. So back. See if that does it. And I'm sure you folks do this all the time, but this is why I love the camera. You see, it's not like I moved back a whole lot, right? But okay, this out more. That. That one likely needs to come out more, or in more. Gotta block it. It's too low. Might as well check the other side while I'm doing it. I don't want to push it into that other car. Let's see if I can just get away with sticking it under there. Or is there a spot here? There's a spot right there maybe I can get away with. Maybe. Might be able to do that. Under the engine mount. Let's see while I'm over here. Yeah. Better? Okay, yeah, this is... Man, yeah, see? Lots of trial and error when I don't have my camera and I'm going at an angle. So I need to go over more. At least I have room still to work with. Yeah, back and over more. See if that'll do it. That looks a lot better. Yep. Looks like that'll work. That one. I'm actually glad that is that all the way in? It's not terrible, so I'm just gonna go with that. Oh geez. Not concerned about damaging front end. I am too close to that corner. And this one, nice. Might need to bang this one. My sledgehammer. So I don't think that's gonna go in. See, where did I put my hammer? So I had to put loads of stuff in here to help prevent any kind of a theft situation. That was in a hurry to make sure I can get my day finished. There it is at the bottom. Man, there's coolant and dirty paper towels in here and all kinds of garbage now. sucks. It's not going anywhere really, so okay, just one it is. I'm gonna pull forward as we stack these cars right next to each other. Okay. Now I need to make sure I strap this in before I go any further. I'll chain it out there. I want to get it out. You know what? I forgot about that. I'm not going to worry about that. Totaled vehicle. Okay, oh yeah, my straps are there. In here. Kind of what happens when you rush to get out of somewhere. This one. Let's see here. I know that he's trying to leave, so I am gonna get this thing secured on this side, and then I'm going to back it out up here. That way he can close up and get onto what he needs to get onto. Okay. Hit a ditch. Yeah. Okay, should be out of the way here. Finish up. Come on. Clunking was actually because it's right on the frame. That's why it was doing the clunking thing. see what I can do here on this side. Yeah. That'll work. Not great, but should work good enough. Yeah, that'll work fine. Yeah, that'll do it. 10 and 2 generally, that's what I've been told is the best way. Of course, you know, not on a flat tire, flat-ish tire, but there's still some air in here. So I know it's gonna hold. I think that'll do it. Oh yeah, and there's a nice, I probably mentioned it before, but I really don't come here that often, so, but there's a big dip coming out of here. Those are the best properties to tow cars into. Unfortunately for them, that sucks. It's like a little dust storm out here. I have some, actually, got, they ain't clean now, they're all dirty now, but we do have some kind of goggly safety. I say goggly because, you know, they're not goggles and they're safety glasses, but they got a little, they're kind of like Seahawks color, but they'll keep the dust out of my eyes from the friggin' thing here. Oh, I can't wait until I get all this cleaned up and sorted out. I can barely. Get my jacket after I get out. That's an issue with sitting on the thing there. And we haven't in my gloves. What a mess. Right, no, radiator hose still going. Still no leaks. So that's awesome. Glad. Oh my gosh. Take my gloves away from me. Jeez. It gets all kinds of windy in here. Some blows everything away from you. Just want to get this in here. Just glad I got these little goggles on. Better prepared tomorrow. My stuff organized in the truck, hopefully by that time. Have my jumper charged. Extra battery for the air. Man, I don't have anything today. Just today got all kinds of crazy this morning. That radiator started leaking, engine shut off. And it's all sorted. Glad I don't have to drop off in the after hours spot. I don't need to wait for anybody. Woo! There was that wind again. Jeez. I don't have a lot to complain about. Oh, I don't have anything to complain about, but I'm glad I don't live in another area that gets wind like this. Tornadoes. Luckily for me, I don't live in a tornado area or windy all the time area. I'll probably have to, might need to block that to get that out, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. That came out fine. It's a good sign usually. Yeah, that one. That one. See if it lets me have my wheel lift back. Yeah. Nice. Good. Jeez. You would think a tornado's showing up right now. Hopefully the wind's not too bad on the camera. That would suck if it screwed with the audio, but then again, this is a really good camera, so I'm sure it's got provisions in it to help sort that out. We'll see. Kind of like cell phones do for background noise when you're talking on the phone. Almost nobody can hear the truck while I'm driving, so hopefully y'all don't hear the wind. At least not too bad, hopefully. We'll see. Yeah, that's why these are, my ratchets are all changed and kind of all over the place. And I pulled forward. Oh. Whew. The worst of it really is when someone's driving through here, all that gets pulled into everybody with the wind. Figure out the sticker afterward. I got the keys on me. I'm gonna keep that one on until I get it down all the way. Better shades or better safety glasses if they were tighter. Just a little bit of gap underneath my eyes for the dust to fly into, but not too bad if I push them on my face. I think these are 3M brand. They sell some nice ones. They're usually always out of stock. Oh yeah, that's right, that door. I forgot about that. Probably need to go forward a little bit more, but I'll do that after I get out of here, after I get the bed forward. Just a little bit. Well, if something else comes up, I'll get back to recording. But if not, tomorrow's a new day.